Wow. Oda dropped a really big one this week. We learned a whole lot of stuff from this chapter, man. So much from this chapter. We got a whole brief of who's past by Oda this week. We also got 2 new hybrid forms this week as well. And then, of course, we got some awesome moments with Jinbei and Sanji, man. This chapter was so amazing, man. Let's get started with this chapter. So, the cover page for chapter 1017 gives us, Buggy, the goat. You know what I'm saying? The goat Buggy. You know what I'm saying? He's with a monkey, and the monkey is assembling, his body with different puzzle pieces. And a great chapter. I mean, not a great, a great chapter, but great cover. You know what I'm saying? Buggy. We haven't seen this character in a long time. I think like 50 chapters ago was the last time we saw Buggy. The last time we saw Buggy was when, he was one of the warlords that were being targeted by, the world government. So it was great seeing Buggy on a cover page, even though it's just a cover page and not the actual, not actually having a chapter appearance, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, besides the cover page, we now switch to Otama. And, Otama, she's been going crazy this chapter. I feel like I said in the previous videos, she's really the MVP of this chapter. But anyways, Otama is trying to give a speech, to the grifters, to everybody on the battlefield that hey, Luffy and Mononosuke are okay, but just the fact that Queen is also there and he's hearing Otama try to speak, he's like, who is this brat? Why has this brat been everywhere? Why is this brat doing so much in this battlefield? So it just enrages Queen to the point that he just screams at, Otama. And, Otama doing the classic One Piece comedy scene where she does falls over from being yelled at. Nami and Usopp try to, get to Otama and be like, hey, snap out of it. You need to give this speech. Don't be scared of Queen, because Sanji is dealing with Queen. Don't be scared of him. Give out that speech, And, the next page, we go back to Jinbei versus Who's Who. This is a fight that I really want to see more of, and I'm glad that Oda gave us some bits of Jinbei and Who's Who in this chapter. But, anyways, Jinbei is shown to be very injured. You know what I'm saying? Jinbei, and then Frankie, too. And, it's understandable that both of them are very damaged while they're, the people that they're fighting, such as Who's Who, they're not damaged as much either because, Jinbei and, not just Jinbei and Frankie, the whole group that's supporting Luffy, despite them, doing some, great stuff against Kaido's team, against Kaido's group, Kaido still has 25,000 more, men over Luffy's 3,000, you know what I'm saying? So it's just despite all the stuff that they're doing, the overwhelming force is gonna eventually overwhelm, Luffy's group. And that's what's being shown in this particular panel with, Jinbei and Frankie, despite, still being there, still keeping their hold against their, against their enemy, that they're fighting, right? They're starting to slowly, take on their body, because it's just too many of them. You know what I'm saying? They really need this push to push to where a whole bunch can, suddenly, help them. Because, as far as it goes right now, if this keeps going, Jinbei will lose and Frankie will lose. Just because of the sheer amount of, men that Kaido has compared to Luffy's group. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, besides that, we jump back to Otama. And Otama is able to give her speech. She tells everybody on the battlefield that, hey, Luffy will do okay. Luffy is fine. He's currently being, he was currently saved by Kid's, group. And then Mononosuke is fine too. And then she tells the grifters, you're on Luffy's side now. You're on my side. You need to help us. And you know what happens, bro? The grifters that were originally beating up on Luffy's group, they all suddenly turn on Kaido's group and they begin beating the crap out of Kaido's group. And this is why I'm saying that Otama is the MVP of the group. Because look at this, bro. Look at how her special ability has helped Luffy's group so much, bro. This little girl is changing so much about Wano, bro. It's like when I read this chapter, this arc, this act of Wano, right? It's like is it One Piece, the One Piece Wano arc, or is this Otama's bizarre adventure? You know what I'm saying? Because she's just going crazy. Like, she's the MVP of this chapter, but like, anyways, after Otama gave her, like, great speech, after she gave her great speech that allowed the grifters to, turn on Kaido and start helping, Luffy's group, Queen is enraged by this and he tries to attack, Otama, Nami, and Usopp. But then here we go with Sanji, bro. Sanji is the GOAT of saves, bro. He's the GOAT of saves, bro. The way Sanji continues to save anybody that he sees that's in danger. Sanji is my GOAT, bro. Sanji, he gets too much hate in the One Piece community. Sanji's my third favorite One Piece character, bro. So even if it's a small scene, whenever Sanji's doing something badass, bro, I'm immediately gonna fanboy. Because Sanji, I love Sanji. Third favorite Straw Hat. But, during this scene, Queen calls Sanji Judge's son again. And I'm just like, bro. Sanji, of course, saying, quit calling me that. I'm not Judge's son. I hate that man, bro. I hate that man. I already have a real father, and he's back in the East Blue. You know what I'm saying? Stop calling me Judge's son. I already have a father. You know what I'm saying? I already have a father. So it's just like another great moment, And then Sanji asks a very important question. I suppose you were part of that research team that Judge did years ago. And Queen actually confirms this, and he even gives us the name of this, of this group, Mads. And then he says that's ancient history. So now we know of a past scientist group that he was a part of years ago. And now we get this great moment of, Queen transforming into his hybrid form. And, it's a combination of his mystical Zoan look and then his, normal human form. He keeps the body of his human form, but he keeps the neck of his Zoan look and his tail. You know what I'm saying? I just love this look of Queen so much, man. Like, I can't wait for the Sanji and Queen fight. But, like, anyways, after that, we get to, Chopper and Zoro. Chopper, due to all those, due to what he did in the previous chapters, he's now been, he's now into this smaller version of himself. And I believe in, like, what's it called? The chapter, solidification said that while Chopper is this tiny, he still keeps, like, a very deep voice despite being in this small body. And I just find that hilarious. But, like, anyways, Chopper is trying to heal Zoro because, Zoro wants to get back into the game. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully he does, because I want to see more from Zoro this chapter. I mean, not this chapter, this arc. You know what I'm saying? Because Zoro's been going crazy, too. So Chopper plans on giving him this, insane drug that's going to keep Zoro back, into the fight. But, the drug has a chance of, really adding more damage to Zoro than he already has, been, that's already been on his body. So, Luffy and Zoro, man, if they have the chance to fight again, they don't care what happens to their body. You know what I'm saying? Like, those two don't care. But, like, anyways, so Zoro will most likely be back soon. But, like, anyways, we go back to Who's Who and Jinbei. And, Who's Who has an advantage over Jinbei because of the fact that, earlier, his fathers were like, Who's Who just had so many fathers around him, so many grifters around him that were helping him face Jinbei until Otama was able to switch the side. Now it's more of an even fight now. But during this fight between Jinbei and Who's Who, we learn about Who's past. So he was actually a part of the world government. You know what I'm saying? He was actually like in the same rank as Rob Lucci, but it was because of one error that he made during his time with the world government that he was put in, impelled out in prison. You know what I'm saying? For a while before he broke out. And the reason why this happened was because he failed to keep the GOMU GOMU fruit, which we all know is the fruit that Luffy has now. And when I read this, I was like, bro. So I'm like, so the GOMU GOMU fruit was stolen from the world government, and that's the reason why, Who's Who was in prison. And when you go back, Shanks had the GOMU GOMU fruit. So I'm just like, why did Shanks have the GOMU GOMU fruit? You know what I'm saying? Why did he have it for that long? You know what I'm saying? Because remember, at the beginning of One Piece, whether it be the episode or the chapter, we see Shanks and his crew with the Gomu Gomu fruit. And we all know what later happens with that fruit. Luffy eats it, and that's Luffy's, that's been Luffy's main devil fruit since the entirety of One Piece. So it's just like, what is so special about that devil fruit to where Shanks stole the devil fruit, right? And then the world government being so angry, they kicked Who's Who off. They put that nigga in prison. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language. They put him in prison. You know what I'm saying? They put him in prison. So it's just like, what is so special about the Gomu Gomu fruit? And then with this revelation, what do we get? Like, I don't know, like an awakening with Luffy's devil fruit, the Gomu Gomu fruit, bro. Oda, bro, he dropped so many bombs this chapter. Two forms of Queen and Who's Who, plus this Gomu Gomu revelation that, hey, it was stolen. That Shanks stole it. We learned why he was kicked off from the world government. You know what I'm saying? Someone that was at his height of the stature being removed from that. You know what I'm saying? This guy was on the same level as Rob Lucci, but he was still, kicked off from the group. You know what I'm saying? This chapter was big. This chapter was big, bro. Oda, man, I don't know, bro. Oda, the big thing that I'm thinking about from this chapter is that whole thing about the Gomu Gomu fruit. Because now it just goes back to like the world government, this devil fruit, Luffy, and then Shanks. Why did Shanks take the devil fruit? I'm trying to think all the way back. Why did Shanks take this devil fruit? There's something special about this devil fruit. I think it's something with the awakening. But then again, we've not seen Luffy awaken with this devil fruit, bro. It's making me think a lot. But man, this chapter was fantastic. 2 hybrid forms, great Jinbei moments, great Sanji moments. Otama just being the MVP again. Who's Who, learning more about his backstory. And then of course the gifters, man. What's it called? The one with the giraffe, bro. That guy, he's low-key goated, bro. He's probably like the biggest fodder gifted that we all know, and we all starting to love now, because the man was going crazy in the backgrounds. But like, this chapter was amazing, bro. Amazing chapter, man. Oda's been going crazy, but like, I don't know if there's gonna be break this week or there's gonna be a next chapter going on next week. But if there's a break, it's all good. Oda's been going crazy, and then if there's a chapter next week, then all bets off, man. I hope we get more of this continuation of this whole Gomu Gomu fruit mystery on like why Shanks stole the devil fruit. You know what I'm saying? And then now with Shanks, starting his next plan. You know what I'm saying? With the world government, him starting his next move with his crew. I hope we get some like reveal with why Shanks stole the devil fruit. And Shanks is past history with the world government. I hope we get that too. But like, yeah, man, if y'all enjoyed this video, you know what I'm saying, I hope y'all stick around for the next videos that I'm gonna upload onto the channel. My next video after this will be, I'm gonna try something new with this next video. It's gonna be, well, what I'm gonna name the title is gonna be The Life of Josuke Higashikata. For this video, I just want to go over Josuke's character in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Along with that, I want to go over his design, his impact on the JoJo franchise, and just Josuke, overall in the JoJo universe. But like, yeah, man, if y'all enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe, and I hope y'all, stay around for the channel. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.